What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can hold
JJ McCarthy has that Anthony Richardson type of hype, man. And the reason why I say that, Anthony Richardson did not have the success that everybody thought that he had at Florida, regardless. Like, people had that wool pulled over their eyes. All they saw was the athletic talent that the dude had. And we saw little glimpses of his greatness, that he could take the offense upon his shoulders and get them downfield. But as far as the mechanics, man, he still struggles a little bit to be the all-around quarterback. But a physical freak, got a strong arm, is stronger than JJ McCarthy's, unfortunately. But I think what JJ has in accuracy, he doesn't have in strength that Anthony Richardson has. Then I think that's obvious. And obviously on the legs, it's just Cam Newton-esque when you really look at it. But you're having a guy that's coming off an injury that's coming back, and people are already saying, whatever the betting odds are for Anthony Richardson to be the like a MVP favorite is crazy. But at the end of the day, I think JJ McCarthy's getting that type of hype. Like what we said, do less in college and worry about your team. Well, having a success team wise, and now obviously winning a national championship, but doing less on the stat sheet and getting more, where Anthony Richardson was trying to do everything he could on the defense, but still not showing the talent as far as playing the quarterback position in a way where it was, I got it. I have to be clutch in moments. Like, granted, we saw the Utah win, we get it, and that pulled the wool over our eyes, but still, can he put it all together? And to be rewarded for doing less on the stat sheet, and we talked about that earlier, is like statistical success does matter. If Anthony Richardson was able to be just half of what Tim Tebow was, which is 280 yards and 2 to 3 touchdowns a game, we would have saw more success probably out of Florida. And Billy Napier might not be on the hot seat as much as he is right now, because he had Anthony Richardson on that team. And also bringing Ricky Pearsall in from Arizona State, which always makes that better, and having Montrell Johnson there, and the names just go on and on. I know my boy Fishing is a Florida fan, and he can give you all the names. But again, a lot of it was relied on the talent that those guys had out there. And let's not act like Anthony Richardson was exactly 1,000% of that. And the same hype that he got is almost the same exact hype that JJ McCarthy got in this draft. And it's, can we deal with the talent? Yes. It looks like he has the talent to get the ball downfield and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, you have people like Joe Milton, who has the same exact, if not better, arm strength than Anthony Richardson, and has the athleticism to do well. And I have on the channel, my favorite drive of last year was the very first drive that Tennessee had against Alabama. And why didn't Joe Milton get the hype that he probably deserves at the end of the day? But you automatically give Anthony Richardson the pass for having arm strength. That's crazy. And well, that is crazy in the multiverse. Joe Milton AR is the real talking point. Why not Milton not drafted first round? I'll bow after that. Dude, that's crazy that you made that same comment. But yeah, I mean, just the arm strength alone is what got Anthony Richardson to be Anthony Richardson, when virtually the guys are, let's look up Joe Milton's weight and height here. So, I mean, obviously one thing that rides on Joe Milton is definitely his age. I mean, he's 24 right now, and I still think Anthony Richardson is still a little younger. So he's 6'5", 246, and Anthony Richardson is Anthony Richardson is 6'4", 244. So they're virtually the same quarterback as far as stature, and you're saying one dude is a physical freak because it looks like he hits the weight room a little bit more. But I think Joe Milton has even more arm strength, just a little bit more than what an Anthony Richardson does have. But why is he not the guy that got chosen in the first round, but Anthony Richardson was, even though Anthony Richardson is, I think, a little younger than him. Yeah, he's 22, so he's 2 years younger than him. So, crazy, crazy, crazy. Look up the completion percentage. Ooh, just in college in general. Let's see the completion percentage, 59% for. Well, that's Anthony Richardson's first year. Let's look at their college completion percentage, 53.8 in college, and then Joe Milton. Let's see. Now you're jumping onto something. Joe Milton's was 64.7. God, man, one of these things is not like the other. Again, we go back to why statistical success matters, man. Nobody cares about that anymore. They care about the wins and losses in the NFL, and that's just, I think that's the wrong thing to look at.